Hi everyone, and welcome to the Open Data Hack powered by Filecoin finale event. It's so exciting to see all of you join. Welcome. We're going to have a great time. I hope you're all just as excited as I am. So I'm just going to get started straight away. So I'm going to jump in and first quickly just talk a little bit about the hackathon in general as an overview and what we do at Encode Club. So just a general gist sort of about Encode Club. We are a Web3 education community, and we help developers learn, build, and forge a career in Web3. For example, through the participation of these hackathons. Now, the agenda for today is very exciting. We have a lot of fun stuff coming up. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to hear from all the finalists. They will be pitching for the top prizes. So we have 10 teams who we will hear from, and they will talk about their projects. Then we will hear from the Protocol Labs founders team, who will be discussing a bit about what they do and what opportunities you have there. And then finally, the moment we've all been waiting for, we will announce all the winners and hand out all the prizes. So that's what is going to happen for the next hour or so. So hope you guys stay through the entire thing. Here is a little bit more of an exact timing, but of course it's a rough timing. We have a lot of stuff to cover, so hopefully everything will go smoothly. But yeah, like I said, the first thing that's going to happen is kind of an overview of the hackathon, which is happening right now. Then we will hear from the finalists in about 5 minutes, give or take. And then we will hear from Nikki from Protocol Labs. And then finally, the Open Data Hack winners will be crowned. I just want to say also big thank you to Filecoin for doing this hackathon with us. Obviously, it couldn't have been done without you, and it's been an amazing time. So everyone, give a big thanks to Filecoin in the chat and show them some love. We are going to invite our first guest onto the stage, which will be Omji from Encode Club, who will just share a few words about the hack.
So hello, everyone. Welcome to the amazing hackathon finale today. I'm very excited to see all amazing projects going to be showcasing today. Of course, there's a lot of projects. We were going through a project and surprised at how much interesting ideas you have been building on, literally unfolding new ideas on how to utilize data. All on Filecoin, especially with the programmability of the FBM. We are very excited to see some projects going to have opportunity to show their demos today. But of course, there's a lot of teams who were amazing, but couldn't get invited this time due to the time constraints. But again, everyone, well done. Whatever you built this time, what I want to say is first, you submit something is a great dedication. You learn something new and build something. Second, a lot of projects, we found it very interesting and there's a potential that you can build something further. And I think our judges and mentors were really impressed by you. So even though you are not on the finale event this time, stay tuned. There's a lot of you going to be winning prizes in the end of this finale, and even you win or not, there's a lot of projects we keep our eye on it. So please continue your building and try to contribute to the ecosystem and come back, and there are going to be a lot of different opportunity going to be coming up. Yeah, I can see some hearts coming there. So for those who are not familiar with the live stream, if you see down there next to it, you can see the react button. If you click a little heart or a thumbs up, you can actually share your reaction to our people on the stage. So when projects are giving a talk, when you see our mentors coming to announce the prize and so on, please share your excitement. One more important thing to share is, again, everyone who were in this journey, thank you for joining us, partners, mentors, judges, and also all amazing hackers. Without you, this wouldn't happen. And please continue learning and building. We have amazing opportunities coming up. By end of October, we're going to have Solidity Bootcamp coming up. Everyone who submit to Open Data Hack, you're going to be fast-tracked our bootcamp. So please stay tuned. Don't forget to apply. And everyone, welcome to the finale, and let's get started.
Thank you, MG. And I love seeing everyone react in the chat. There's like constant hearts and like fireworks and stuff. I love it. So now we're just going to go through again some of the amazing sponsors that we have for this hack who made everything possible. Obviously, the title sponsor, we have the Filecoin Virtual Machine, FVM, who have some amazing grand prizes to hand out today. So we will be hearing from them as well in a minute. Then we have all of our amazing partners. We have LilyPad, Helia, IPFS, Saturn, NFT Storage, Consensus Lab, LitP2P, Chainlink, Tableland, Dataverse OS, Lighthouse, Mona, and Huddle. So show them some love. They've made this entire hack possible, and they have some amazing bounties to hand out. Now, quickly, just an overview of what has happened during this hackathon. All of you guys, amazing participants, developers, have had a chance to build on the Filecoin ecosystem, and hopefully you will have learned loads and loads and loads through watching all the workshops and getting the hands-on support from our amazing mentors, and just working in the space. And hopefully you've met some amazing people and learned a lot. There's obviously been some great prizes, which we will see be handed out today, and some amazing workshops. So please share what has been your favorite thing during this hackathon. If you want to shout out maybe some of the mentors that you've gotten some support from, or your favorite workshop, or your favorite thing that you learned, that would be amazing, and I would love to hear more about that. Now is a very exciting time, because now we're going to hear from our finalists. So this is the pitch order, and we will be hearing from 10 projects, 10 teams. And you can see the order here. So let's get started. We're going to start with our first pitch, which is Data X. So we have Chris here on stage. Hi, Chris.
Hello. Can you guys hear me okay?
We can hear you. We can hear you. How are you?
Doing well, doing well.
Are you excited to talk a little bit more about your project?
Yeah, this was a very fun event. Kind of nervous going first, but I think I got an interesting project to show today.
No, you're going first because you had such an amazing project. So you have the honor of going first. So just go ahead and tell us what you've done for this hack.
Awesome. So hey everybody, my name is Chris. I put together an app for the hackathon called Data X, which is a new bid-ask marketplace for Filecoin managed data. Now, the problem I set to solve is a lot of individuals and businesses often have highly valuable data that could be like commercial data, sales data, like stocks or equity-related data that's often private or local to their machines. And there are marketplaces for data that exist, but often they can be centralized, as in they're owned by one party. That one party actually has all the data that's being collected. There's sort of a price monopoly there. There's also inflexible pricing models on many of these exchanges where it's like, hey, I have data, I want like $1,000 for it. And there's no really like channel to be able to do offers or some sort of dynamic pricing that might be able to create deals where there might otherwise not have been. They could have inefficient data discovery, and there's also data ownership and security concerns if there are unvalidated data sets. And so Data X is designed to be a bit of an authority, but also completely mediated through Filecoin smart contracts to take care of the middleman operations of both sharing the data and securing the data. So Data X creates a community around the curation and sharing of both the publicly and privately created data sets. And I don't know if anybody here has heard of like StockX, where you can buy like collectible shoes and do like an offer channel. But I really wanted to blend actually that with the smart contract space to create a more efficient marketplace where data could just be traded like some of those commodities. So I put together like a 3-step, 2-sided marketplace. Create, verify, and share is really like how I would want to break it down, where anybody can come in and create a data set. There's an admin component that actually verifies the authenticity of that data set. So that's still pretty important. to prevent like people uploading duplicate data sets and things like that. Last thing is share. So every data set that's approved and uploaded gets a unique URL that can be shared on the web and purchased by other people. And your deployer address essentially gets paid whenever someone comes in and downloads your data set by the base fee. So I have a short video here that I'm just gonna, just 45 seconds, just a snippet of what like a sharing page looks like, as well as like if someone comes in here and makes an offer, this actually gets recorded on the Filecoin contract as well. And you can see sort of the trend of what people are willing to pay for data. So I'm walking through like downloading a data set. This is secured by Saturn, by the way. So Saturn actually verifies through the browser verification that the data set isn't tampered with. And I have a terminal open that I'm just unpacking it and extracting it. And this is just an example of like crude oil prices that I just purchased. So there was no emailing. There was no links that had to be shared. It was all mediated by the contract and through the admin portal verifying each individual listing. So in terms of the business model, there could be transaction fees, smart contract managed, subscription plan for premium features and data verification and certification, where certified data sets by the authority can actually command higher pricing. Some of the future work, there's a whole bunch of things that could be built, some of them along lines of like what StockX has, but no middleman authority. It's all through the smart contract network. As for the code, it's all open source. So I encourage you to check it out, but that's pretty much the DataX project, and thanks for your time.
Thank you so much, Chris. That was really, really interesting and amazing work. You've obviously spent a lot of time and effort into this project, and it really shows. And you did an amazing job being up first. I wouldn't have wanted anyone else to do it. So you can sit back now and you can enjoy the rest of the finale event. You've done your work now.
Thank you.
So everyone show Chris some love and DataX some love in the chat. And we are going to move on to Nick, who will be sharing a bit about his project TAS. How are you, Nick?
Hey, Clara, everything fine?
Good,
Everything
good.
So,
Feel ready to share your screen whenever. And we'd love to hear more about your project.
so you can see my screen?
Yes, everything looks great.
Okay, so I can start. So yeah, hey everyone, my name is Nick, and I'm here to present you my project TAS for Open Data Hack. Tableland Attestation Service is practically a public goods project that can get served as a building block for a variety of on-chain applications on the Filecoin ecosystem. So let's see how it works. The basic idea is that someone can create a data structure known as a schema where others can attest data on top of it. Additionally, TAS as an extensible protocol can get used by developers to create custom schemas based on their application logic. Custom schemas can support valuable use cases like a Filecoin actor reputation system handled, for example, by a notary DAO, but also for digital identities, verifiable credentials, ticketing systems, subscription-based attestations, access control attestations, and in general, the possibilities are endless. On the one hand, TAS leverages Tableland as a fast, decentralized, and cross-chain indexing solution using SQL. And on the other hand, it uses Lighthouse for permanently storing all the files into attestations on the Filecoin and IPFS network using the RAS service. Here's an example of, so let's take a closer look. And here's is an example of a Filecoin storage provider reputation schema. It's an access control schema that can get handled by a Filecoin notary, as we talked. And SPs can request their attestations, and the notary can approve or reject it on chain. Additionally, we can see a simple schema for information about Open Data Hack projects, and attestation can happen on-chain or off-chain. And we can also see my attestation of my project TAS, and we can also verify about the images or every kind of file is replicated on Filecoin network. Here's an example deal ID on the calibration network, and we can verify it on Filecoin scanner. So thanks for watching. You can check more in my GitHub, and here is my task website.
Thank you so much, Nick. That was really, really nice. And well done on your project, and well done for presenting. Very informative, very clear, and I'm sure everyone enjoyed hearing about it loads.
Thanks, Clara.
So, thank you. Now we are going to move on to our third pitch, where we will be hearing from Aman from CrossX. Hi, Aman. How are you?
Hey, can you hear me?
I can hear you. We can hear you, see you, everything.
Yeah, just let me share my screen.
Perfect.
So yeah, I'll start. Just a
Yeah.
second.
We're going back from back.
Okay.
You're thanking us first. That's a very polite thing of you to do.
My bad. Okay.
No worries.
Hello everyone. So this is Aman from CrossX. So CrossX is a multi-chain smart contract deployer and an explorer, which is powered by Chainlink CCIP and IPFS. So what is the problem with cross-chain right now? Cross-chain stuffs are way too complex. It is pretty hard to set up. And even if you want to deploy contracts on multiple chain, you have to do a lot of configuration. You have to keep funds on all the multiple chains you want to deploy. And even after deploying, you have to like manage multiple addresses. And like it is the very time consuming thing for a developer. So how we solve it? So in CrossX, you don't need anything at all to set up. You can simply select the chain and simply run the command on the CLI and simply hit the deploy button, and you are ready to deploy. No need to manage multiple addresses because our application just gives you one single address for across all the chains, and you can simply spend funds from only one particular chain which you select, so that you don't have to like keep funds on all the multiple chains. And the best part, we have a CLI as well as a UI for the deployment, for easier like deployment. What modes we offer? Yeah, that's what I said. Like we have a CrossX CLI and a CrossX DApp. So the tech stack we are using, Chainlink, CCIP. Okay, so CCIP we are using for cross-chain deployment. IPFS we are using to for deploying from CLI when we like upload bytecode and ABI to IPFS, and it generates a personalized link. I'll show you the demo in just a second. And also we are using Polybase to store users info and multiple other things for our Explorer. So let's go to a quick video demo. So this is a beautiful landing page where you can like simply scroll through. So yeah, this is a basic contract which we will be deploying from CLI. You just have to simply install the CrossX package and run npx CrossX in the CLI, and this will generate a link, personalized link, and it will take you to our UI. Just simply click on it, and then you will see the contract which you want to deploy on the UI. Simply click on next, and then you have to select the primary chain. So this chain gonna be the chain that you want to spend your funds with. In this, we like selected Goerli, Optimism Goerli, and then you can select single or multiple chain. So we have multiple chains over here, and you can select any of them which you want to deploy, and then you can simply generate an address. So this address is gonna be same on all the contracts on all the chains, and then simply hit the deploy button and just go through the transaction, and your contract is deployed on all the multiple chain. So here is the status of our transaction on CCIP Explorer. We also have a Explorer in our application where you can simply paste the address you generated, and you will see, and you can query all the data from our Explorer. It's a multi-chain Explorer. So let's see. We have like transactions. You can read and write methods all over multiple chain at once from only one single explorer. And yeah, you also can see the code, ABI, and all the multiple chains you have deployed to by simply clicking. So yeah, that was CrossX from us, a multi-chain smart contract deployer and explorer. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you again, Aman. That was really, really cool. I think loads of comments coming in the chat, people loving the project, and especially loving the landing page. That looks very, very nice. Thank you once again for all your hard work and for your lovely presentation. Now we're going to move on to our next pitch, which will be from SatStream. So if we can get Shashank to join the stage. See him coming up here. Hi, how are you? Oh, you're muted. Let's see. I think we have some technical issues here, so you're just going to have to listen to my voice for a bit longer. So what we're going to do in the meantime, let's see, I think SatStream is having some technical issues, so we're just going to invite the next project to the stage in the meantime while we sort that out. So if we can get Libra up on the stage. Let's see if they are ready. These things happen when it's live events, so just bear with us. Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. Can you hear me?
We can hear you, and we can see your screen.
Okay. So I'll just go ahead and start my presentation.
Yes, just go ahead whenever you're ready.
Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm Sean, and this is Libra, a decentralized platform for uploading content and creating communities for collective datasets. I built it with Filecoin, Tableland, that also storage and database OS. So the problem Libra addresses include lack of options for collective data creation and monetization. There's a lack of effective platforms for enabling communities to collectively create and monetize datasets. It also addresses the absence of decentralized platforms that allow us to effectively control the access to and monetize large datasets. This has a significant impact on data security and monetization opportunities. And finally, difficulty onboarding to the FVM. For some, harnessing the power of the FVM may seem daunting, especially newcomers and those that are less tech savvy. So how does Libra solve this? First, the creation of a contract and a table for each new created community. So each community has a contract deployed on the Filecoin collaboration testnet, which manages the users of the community, a membership fee, and has a function which is used to check if an address is a member of the community. So all files in tables are encrypted with the same access control conditions. So tables by design are open, and anybody can make a query to a table and view the details of a file in order to ensure that only members of the community can actually access the contents of a file. They are all encrypted with an access control condition that checks if they are a member of the community before they can access that file. And then finally, simple file uploads. So file uploads are simplified. The more technical aspects like registering a RAS worker and creating a storage deal is handled in the back by the app. So the technologies used are lighthouse of storage used for uploading files, encrypting and decrypting files, creation of storage deals, and so on. Tableland was used for creating collective data sets, creation of tables for communities, and row-level access controls. Database OS was used to connect users to the app and storing user details. So let me just show you a quick look into the app. You can connect to the app with the Database wallet. You can manage and update your profile. You can manage your earnings and spendings in the Finance tab. You can view details of uploaded files. You can view the storage deal for a file, and clicking on View Deal will take you to the Firefox Explorer, where you can view the actual storage deal for that file. You can give the creators of a file, and you can view the contents of a file, create communities, set a membership fee, and when you want to join, you have to pay that membership fee before you have access to that community. So let me show you a quick demo of the app.
First, you have to connect your wallet with Dataverse. Then you go to the files you've uploaded. Clicking on that will show you some more details. You can click this icon to view the actual details of the file. And then clicking on video will take you to the actual deal on the Firefox Explorer. Okay. So now let's go to the community tab. And enter a community. Then you can see the files there. Click on new to create a file. Enter the details of the file. And click on upload. You have to sign since it's an encrypted file. So access controls are being applied here. And then the file is being saved into the communities table. And the file is there.
So what's next for Libra? Adding more access control options, improvements to the UI, and folder uploads. Thank you.
Thank you so much to the whole Libra team. Everyone is loving it in the chat. People are reacting. So yeah, you did an amazing job, and you did an amazing job presenting as well. Thank you so much for joining. And yeah, I'll see you soon again. Now we are going to move on to...
Hello, can you swim?
Sorry? Oh, let's see. Now we're going to move on to SatStream again. So second time lucky. And hi, Shashank, are you ready? Oh, you are muted, so we can't hear you. Oh, you are still muted. Let's see. No, he's still muted, unfortunately. Okay, so I think we're going to have to give it a third go. We're going to move on to Flubber. So if we can get Alistair up on the stage, and Shashank, we will invite you again. Don't worry about it. You will get to pitch. Maybe just log off and check your audio, make sure everything works, but don't worry about it. You'll get the chance to pitch. So we're just going to move on for now, but we'll get back to you, I promise. So if we can get Alistair up on the stage, we're going to hear from Flubber. So let's see if we can get Alistair again up on the stage. And we're going to hear from Flubber. In the meantime, everyone show some love to the teams in the chat. And yeah, obviously we're experiencing some technical issues. So I love that you guys are kind of being nice to us in the chat, and share your favorite live fails and technical issues during live moments. I'm sure everyone has some. So, okay, let's see if we can get the next team to the stage. Flubber, see, I think they're talking in the chat. So yeah, also feel free to share your favorite workshop that you saw, or your favorite resource, what you learned during this hack. We'd love to hear it, and it's really great feedback to both us, but also the Filecoin team, just to know what you guys enjoy during these hackathons and what you'd like to see more of. Okay, now I think we have Alistair on the stage. from Flubber. Let's see. Can't really.
It seems that it's not finding my camera. Can you guys hear me? Okay.
We can hear you. Yes.
Okay. Sorry about the camera, but it's not finding the camera. Okay. I can just start and go ahead. Hi everyone.
Just
My name is Alistair, and today I'm going to be presenting on Flubber. So, Flubber provides a language-agnostic API for creating a real-time peer-to-peer authenticated messaging network. Okay, using libp2p and IPFS. Okay, so what's the inspiration for Flubber? Well, there are many different commercial offerings for doing. If you want to build a PubSub messaging network for your apps, or if you want to do data streaming, things like Ably, PubNub, and Google PubSub. But what if you're a developer and you want to create this type of peer-to-peer messaging fabric using libp2p and IPFS? So the goal of Flubber really is to make it for developers across all languages. If you have a Python app and you want to be able to write an enterprise, or if you have a C# app, you want to be able to write an enterprise app using libp2p and IPFS, the goal of Flubber is to make it easy for you to do that. And right now, currently, if you want to use libp2p or IPFS in your own app, you have to either use the libp2p implementation in your native language or use Kubo, the Kubo API. And there are drawbacks to doing these things. The level of maturity. Plus, you still have, the main thing is you still have to write things like authentication. I mean, that's really important for basically for any app. So what Flubber tries to do, it tries to provide these different services. Okay, so it runs as a cross-platform standalone. It embeds an IPFS node, and it provides a REST server and a WebSocket server. So some of the features are you can do authentication. So instead of using like a centralized identity provider for authentication, Flubber uses DIDs, decentralized identifiers. And once you know there's authenticated, you can do direct messaging. You can do PubSub message queues with pull and push based messaging. You can do binary linked data storage, and you can use IPFS data printing services like Pinato. Just let's look at some of these features. So first of all, here's the Flubber REST API, and you can actually access this via Swagger. So from any language, this is actually a C# client. This is when the node starts up, so you can see all the different REST handlers get installed as the node is running. So authentication using DIDs. So basically you have an ENS name and you have your IPFS key record in your ENS name. And once you have this IPFP record, this verifies that this particular node with this identity is running under your control. So that's basically how we use decentralized identifiers to authenticate in Flubber. Okay, so this is how we're resolving the ENS name. And so once you're authenticated, you can send a direct message with Flubber from different nodes. Okay, you can do PubSub messaging, so you can send messages from your PubSub using IPFS, using the P2P PubSub. So using the REST API, you can send messages. Okay, so here we're using just curl, and when you have push-based messaging, you can push messages. So once we have a WebSocket server and it's connected, you can receive messages on that WebSocket. Okay, and you can do IPFS file storage using Pinato. So again, using the REST API, you can push files to Flubber, the Flubber fabric, and if you have a WebSocket connection, you get notified that file is being pushed on your WebSocket connection. Okay, so those are just some of the features of Flubber, really just to make it easier for developers to be able to use the P2P IPFS in their own apps. Okay, so for more info, you can check this out. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Flubber team. Amazing idea, great potential. Obviously, you've done a lot of hard work already, so we love to see it. Everyone's loving all of the projects so far, all of the innovative ideas. So thank you again, Flubber, and stay tuned to hear how everything went. Next, we're going to hear from Obsidian Lilypad. So we are inviting Taylor to the stage. And let's see if we can get him on the stage. There he is. Hi, how are you?
Hey, good. Can you hear me?
We can hear you. We can see you. It looks like you're having an amazing day wherever you are. Lovely weather.
Yeah, life of the digital nomad. All right. Hopefully it's not too noisy in the background.
No, it's just looks very nice. So you can just go ahead and get started whenever you're ready.
Okay, wonderful. Can you guys see the screen or not yet? Maybe.
No, we can't see the screen. We can only see your camera, like your face.
All right. Maybe that's going to trick. Good now?
We can see your screen. Yes, everything looks good.
All right, perfect. Okay. Well, my name's Taylor Holzmans. I go by the name of Polis Arcticus online, and the project I did for this hackathon is called Obsidian Lilypad, bringing composability to the science toolchain. For those unfamiliar, DeSci is a movement that seeks to use the principles of Web3 to solve systemic issues in the institution of science. Things such as 90% of scientific data being lost can be addressed with platforms such as Filecoin, providing persistent data, and DeSci nodes, which can provide access to the databases just as easy as you can get access to scientific PDFs. There is a fallout in trust between different subgroups right now in the institution of science. By harnessing the concept of libp2p and peer-to-peer networks and data DAOs, we can hope to make this process of science happen more transparently and iteratively, and we can use ideas such as edge compute in order to provide more open access towards the analysis of large data sets. Federal funding in science is already at a 25-year low, so by applying the principles of DeFi, we can hope to narrow the gap between science and money in science. So what does Obsidian Lilypad bring to the table? Scientists right now are having trouble even using Git and GitHub for version control, let alone signing messages in Web3. So we need to bring Web3 into their current tool chain, and we need to make it invisible. Using things like Filecoin needs to be as simple as using a hard drive. Using things like edge compute needs to be as simple as using a CPU. When they go on to their toolkits every day, we need to make multiplayer implicit. Instead of starting off in their information silos, they're starting off communicating across national boundaries, across different disciplines, and we need to make edge compute more easier to access through things like Lilypad. And if we bake cryptographic incentives into their day-to-day workflows, then they don't have to go and abide by the publisher-perisher model. They can publish iteratively. They can get reputations from the things like IP NFTs and hypercerts in their day-to-day lives, so they don't have to go clamor over each other for graded curving schemes where only a couple people come out on top. So in the interest of time, I just got a quick demo. We can see here, this is Obsidian. It already has 1 million users. There's over 1,000 plugins already to interface with. For this one, we integrated Lilypad and Helia. So we can go ahead and pull a DeSci node. They do all content addressing through IPFS. So we can take a CID, we can comb the DAG all in this wonderful Canvas model, take a picture of the README, say, okay, what do we do that? We can cat it and say, okay, great. And we can leverage existing tools such as ChatGPT to write a short summary, and it climbs all the nodes for context. So just picture this, creating a short summary and feeding this and the analysis into an edge compute model. This is just running XDXL through Lilypad, but this can be as easily done over 10 petabytes of information inside a university library or at CERN. So we can wait and we just get a return over IPFS. And we can use, I had trouble getting the CIDs through Helia, so I did a Kubo fetch, and we can tunnel the DAG and get the output of the edge compute. So that is Obsidian Lilypad. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Everyone is going off in the chat, loving the presentation, loving the content. People are getting inspired. So amazing job. Really, that was great. Hopefully we'll see loads of more from you, and you'll continue working on the project and in this field. So thank you again to you, Taylor, and to Obsidian Lilypad. Amazing work.
Thanks for your time, guys.
Thank you. The next project we're going to hear about is the 3D Print Near Me. And we have Dominic on the stage. How are you?
I'm fine.
Good, good. We can see your screen now. So if you just get the presentation up, we are ready to get started whenever you are.
Hi, my name is Dominic. Together with Kartik, we created 3D Print Near Me. 3D Print Near Me is similar to platforms like Uber and Airbnb. It connects individuals who own 3D printers with those who need 3D printing services. At its core, 3D Print Near Me operates as an NFT marketplace for 3D objects, providing unique opportunities for creators and collectors. You can print your own private 3D objects on 3D Print Near Me or print objects purchased from the marketplace. If you own a 3D printer, you can easily offer 3D printing services in your area. Here is a view of our marketplace with a variety of 3D objects listed for sale. One particular item of interest is a model radio controlled airplane that actually flies. This is a view of the Create Object screen with a 3D view of the object to be printed. Each object is minted as an NFT and listed on the marketplace for sale. On this page, you can select a 3D printer in your area and send your object to be printed. How it's made. Filecoin Virtual Machine is used to execute smart contracts. NFT storage is used to store metadata and NFT-related data. Tableland serves as the data store for 3D printing orders and marketplace listings. Lighthouse for encrypted file storage and access controls for users who have bought objects or created their own private objects. We have also used Lilypad to calculate the cost associated with printing each object. The Octoprint 3D printing API is used to interface 3D printer near me with your 3D printer. Our inspiration. There are 4 primary reasons we created this product. We were inspired by other services in the sharing economy. 3D printing is fun and useful, but there are technical barriers to entry. Users can enjoy the benefits of 3D printing without the hassle. Print owners can utilize their 3D printers to generate income. Thank you, and we hope you are inspired by this presentation.
Thank you so much. I think loads and loads of people were inspired in the chat. At least it seems everyone is saying it's such a cool project, such a great idea. Yeah, everyone is loving your use of the tech. So amazing job on your project, but also on your presentation.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, now we are going to try sat stream. Hopefully, 3rd time lucky. No, it doesn't seem like it is. Okay. In that case, maybe you can message one of my colleagues and we can help you out because we really want to hear your pitch. But in the meantime, unfortunately, we are going to have to move on for now. So we are going to hear from Storage Charger, our next project. Hi, how are you?
Hello, Clara. All good. Excited to present.
We're all excited to hear from you and more about your project. Do you have your presentation ready?
Yes, I have.
There we go.
Okay. So hey all, this is Dhruv and presenting to you all Storage Charger. It's an SP Explorer to supercharge the data onboarding based on reputation and green score of your storage providers and incentivizing REST workers to create an immutable, permanent, and unbreakable storage. Let's understand the problems first. Proposing deal to specific SPs on the basis of their scores is not yet implemented, but it can benefit both SPs and users to create a better storage ecosystem. Secondly, registering job for renew, repair, and application services is not at all user-friendly, and it's very uninteractive. Moreover, the RAS workers who will perform these services are not yet incentivized for the important service they provide. So we have a solution. Storage Charger has an SP Explorer which ranks SPs based on the reputation and green scores to find the most reputed SP for our deals with sustainable green storage. Users get to upload data with customizations, and they can propose deals directly with the SP of their choice. They get an interactive UI and dashboard to manage their RAS deals in one single click, and the workers get incentivized for the deals they make via Lighthouse, handled by our RAS job handler contract. Let's see a quick demo. So here we are. This is our explore page, which shows the details of SP and their ranks based on their SP IDs, their usage, power usage, their reputation ranks, and the location. We can select an SP of our choice, and this will take her to our SP page. This shows the detail of the SPs. We can select a file to upload. I'm uploading thumbnail, and we can define the parameters and simply hit upload, which will send the file to Lighthouse, and we will see a pop-up with the files link. Now let's head over to the dashboard. This shows the CIDs of the files and other options for access control. I can simply select a file or CID which I want to work on. And now we are on the particular file page. On this page, we can see all the details of our jobs being performed, total amount I have spent, miner ID, and especially the PODSI details, the proof of deal making which is happened via Lighthouse. Moreover, now for attaching RAS jobs, we have to deposit some funds, which I've already done in the backend. So I will just start to attach a RAS job. We can define all the parameters and hit attach. This will send the deal to our backend database. We will see in a bit on how that works. This is our contract, which shows the actual implementation of the incentives being transferred to the miners and the workers for the work they have done, for performing their RAS jobs. Let's quickly see the flow chart. So our platform sends a request to our REST backend server, which submits a CID to the job handler contract. Our workers tracks the event and analyze the parameters. They will start on analyzing the job and perform repair, replication, and renew whenever the conditions are met. They try to make a deal with Lighthouse and then get a proof for the same. For fast retrieval, we have used certain service worker in the backend, and we are using FileRepDB and Filecoin Green from the SP reputation working group to get the perfect data for SPs. For what's next regarding our project, we want to build a worker dashboard where workers can manage their jobs and also see all the incentives they have earned. Moreover, we want to build a backend software where our RAS workers can join the network with this custom job handler to get incentivized for the service. We hope you like the project. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, Dhruv. Again, everyone is like going off in the chat, saying just how amazing everything it is. It looks dope. Let's go. You're getting loads of positive feedback. So you should be really proud of yourself and the whole team, obviously, behind Storage Charger. And well done on your pitch as well.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, all.
Thank you. Okay. Now we are going to invite little sister up to the stage, who will be our next pitch. And this is a good one, guys.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Some troubles connecting camera. Not sure what it's not connected. Just before it was.
Oh no, we seem to have some bad luck with that.
Okay, just 1 second, maybe.
We'll give you a few seconds to try and connect. If you want to, have you checked the camera setting at the bottom?
Share screen, just a second. Presentation can easily, but camera for some reason.
We can just go ahead with the presentation for now.
Okay, great. Let's start just from this presentation. Hello, my nickname is Slavik. I'm 45 years old and have been into programming since high school. I'm a fan of decentralized and distributed systems. Just as darkness cannot exist in light, lies, crime, and corruption cannot exist in a transparent system. Now governments in many countries are developing big brother systems to control citizens. But ordinary citizens don't have access to information from these systems, which creates a huge imbalance. To restore balance, the civil society needs to create a similar open system. My project is a prototype of such a system. I called it Little Sister, as opposed to Big Brother. Many Little Sisters can easily compete with Big Brother. Little Sisters is a system for collecting, processing, and storing data from cameras and other sources. Filecoin is an ideal place for long-term storage of CCTV footage. People need to be able to provide evidence of their innocence or convict someone guilty of crime. Video recordings whose hash is stored in the blockchain can be solid evidence in any case. The performance of the main Filecoin network is not enough to process a large number of files from thousands of video cameras separately, and Harry, Lighthouse, and IPC comes to our aid. Now we can upload separate files and create separate subnets for cities or organizations. AI processing of video recordings using decentralized services like Lilypad makes it possible to extract car license plates from video recordings, identify individuals, find potentially dangerous behavior, and register other events. Tableland allows to securely store data and run aggregate queries against tables across multiple networks at once, making it easy to find the records you need. Together, these decentralized services create a public surveillance and storage system that can be used by human rights defenders around the world. And of course, such a system can generate income by providing the services and storing encrypted records for commercial companies and private individuals. How it works. Video streams from IP cameras are recorded and split to segment files. Then files uploaded to the Lighthouse can be uploaded on other storage. Also, these files are processed to extract events. This part is not ready yet. Uploaded files seeds saved to the recordings table. And AI extracted events saved to the events table. So we have all set for UI. Using data from the table and video files from the Lighthouse, users can easily search and investigate. What I plan to do next, complete AI processing part, develop cross-platform viewing application. I have experience to do that. Run public IPC subchain so users can easily connect their own cameras. That's all for now. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Slavik. Everyone is finding the use case really, really interesting. And that was a really good presentation, even though obviously it's a shame we couldn't see your face. That is okay. We could see your presentation. We heard you perfectly. So well done and really good job.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Now we are going to try again with SatStream. Hopefully everyone keep their fingers crossed it works this time. I know that the team has worked really, really hard on the project, so we really want to see them pitch.
Yeah,
hi, now it's working. Finally, we can hear you. How are you?
Fine. I don't know why it was not working. Maybe some issue with my PC. This is a different one.
Maybe it happens sometimes, but we move on, and we are all really excited and ready to hear about your project. You've really done a good job, like building up the anticipation now. It will be great.
Okay, so my screen is visible, right?
Yes, we can see your screen.
Okay, fine. Yeah. So hello everyone. This is SatStream, a decentralized video streaming platform. So as the name suggests, our DApp is based on decentralized retrieval from Saturn nodes. We use HLS video streaming, HLS for video streaming, and all our data, all our video streams are retrieved with the help of decentralized Saturn nodes. Thus, our application is based on Saturn tech. Along with that, along with publishing the files on ITFS, we also publish those files on Filecoin for safety. And as we know that in Filecoin, every deal limit is around 540 days, if I'm not wrong. And Thus, we had to use Lighthouse as an aggregator for renewal and replication of the deals, so as to keep the file active on Filecoin blockchain as per user needs, so as to ensure the file's availability. We also used Tableland as a database, so all our videos, metadata, and all our user data is stored decentrally on Tableland and is rendered directly to our frontend for users' access. So let's go through a basic flow of how our application works. User would have to come and sign in with wallet. He has to upload a video. He has to sign a transaction so as to register that video for the renewal service for as long as he wants. Now, as soon as he signs the transaction, that video would be registered with Lighthouse aggregator, and renewal and replication would be maintained by Lighthouse. Now, after this is done, video would get uploaded and a metadata with video CID and other data would be received, and that would be stored on Tableland for further access. So this is how the video flows goes, and anyone can come and stream the video on our platform, and that happens directly through Saturn nodes. Yeah, so let's see if this works.
I'm Sham, and we just click.
This is a basic demo how it works.
Currently a 2 replicate. I'm Sham.
Just a second.
The event.
Okay, I don't think. Yeah, let me see it and then. Yeah, just one more slide. This further plans. So what we look forward to do in future is making a DAO-based platform for our application. What it would do is that all the decision of censorship, etc., would be done by our community rather than a centralized authority in other cases. We also look for, with the upcoming aggregation model on FVM, we look forward to maintain a one-to-one interaction between client and Filecoin storage. What this would ensure is that user would have the control of their video files that are stored in the Filecoin blockchain, and they would be able to directly access it. Also, we look forward to add the general feature like comments, live streaming, etc. in our application. So yeah, that's it. Thank you, and you can see our code at this site. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much to the whole SatStream team and to Yishashank. And it was definitely worth waiting for. No one was disappointed, so thank you for persisting through the technical difficulties and still coming up here and presenting. That was a really amazing job, and everyone loved it. So thank you once again.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, also, one more thing. Actually, we were looking for getting something like a user-based database. That's how we explored NFT.storage for that you can store it, but it was not working well. That's how we moved to other services. So what we want to do through this is that make a platform where user has access to its files, only he can edit it, and it is directly accessible to seen by others decentrally. So it's not that we would be control of their files, as is in the case of YouTube, etc. We want it to be completely decentralized. So that's what we look forward to. Yeah, and sorry for the technical issue. I don't know why. Yeah.
No worries. It happens. It happens. We made it in the end, and that's all that matters. And we all look forward to kind of what's up next for SatStream. I'm sure it'll be amazing. So now that was our final pitch. Everyone show some love in the chat. I think all the projects were amazing. All the teams, amazing job. You have obviously worked really, really hard on your projects. You've done an amazing job. And not only that, you've also done an amazing job presenting here today in front of everyone. So you should give yourself a pat on the back. You should be proud of yourself. Now we're going to move on and we are going to continue. Now we are going to, let's see, we are going to hear actually from Nikki from the founders team of Protocol Labs. So if we can get a drum roll, please. Exactly. And we are going to invite Nikki to the stage, who will be talking to us a little bit about what they do. And I'm sure she has a lot of interesting things to say. Hi, Nikki. How are you?
I'm good. Testing. Can you hear me?
We can hear you. We can see you. All good.
Perfect. So since I stand between prize announcements and all the amazing demos, I'm going to try and be super fast. but I hope that you guys find what I have to share valuable and a good next step for all the amazing projects you built. Like so far, the demos were super interesting, and I hope a lot of you guys continue building on the stuff that you've started at this hackathon. Cool, let me share my screen. One second. Let's see.
No worries. Everyone is very excited in the chat. Loads of drum rolls. So
okay.
Should be at the bottom, right
Yeah,
next
no,
to...
it's asking me to do some annoying authorization.
Oh, classic, classic live things.
Yep.
No worries.
Okay, it should work now, but I'll have to log in and log out.
That's okay. I will try and keep everyone entertained in the meantime. So we're going to have to do some more drum rolls and wait even more. Again, Nikki is building up the anticipation for what she has to say, which is, you know, never a bad thing. And she has a lot of interesting things to say. So stay tuned for that. Again, everyone share what you really liked about all the projects that you've seen today. I thought personally they were all amazing, really creative solutions, really amazing presentation skills, all around, just great time. So as we wait for Nikki to come back, I see so many drum rolls in the chat. I love it. I've never actually seen that emoji before, and it's really good. I'm going to start using it a lot more. So Nikki is back now, so we're just going to invite her to the stage, and then we can continue.
Okay, let's open.
There we go.
There we go.
There we go. Amazing.
All right. So hi folks, you may have seen me before at one of these hackathon wrap-ups or intro summits. My name is Nikki. I work on all the builder programs, developer onboarding programs for Protocol Labs. And today what I'm going to speak about is the what and why of acceleration, the Protocol Labs approach, and how can you become a founder in the Protocol Labs network, what is expected of a founder, and how you can apply. This is, so a lot of you come to hackathons to learn and experiment with things, but you should also know that these are great opportunities if you want to continue building on your project and turn them into something that can actually go and, you know, raise a lot of funding at some point in time. And this is really valuable because you all are building in a bear market. And I hope that, you know, what you are spending time on right now actually gives you skills and ideas so that you can continue building for a long time to come. So what is an accelerator, or what is acceleration? So accelerator programs are fixed-term, cohort-based programs that accelerate a project's growth. There's education available for you. There's a lot of mentors from various different networks, including the Protocol Labs network, and there's plenty of resources as you try and figure out a lot of different things in your founder journey. They are intense and super immersive. And all you need is like an early product. Some of you already have a version of it at the end of this hackathon. And at the end, you have like a demo day with a lot of investors who look at your project, and there's a chance for you to be able to raise money. A lot of projects actually started where you have started in our network, and they experimented at hackathons, went on to accelerators, refined or pivoted their product, and ended up building something that actually had a product market fit, and they were able to like find users. On the right side of the screen, you see this chart about how to start a startup which Juan talked about end of last year at ETH India. And this really shows the journey that a hacker goes through, where you learn about a lot of ideas, experiment with them at hackathons, get some validation through either a grant or in one of those bootcamp kind of programs, start a startup, go to accelerators, get traction, then eventually like you scale into like a real company. Now, as the famous line goes, you may say I'm a hacker, but I'm not the only one. And these cohort-based programs actually help you to move along with a lot of different people who are sharing your journey. Let's talk about how we approach it in terms of enabling you as you move forward in this journey. So you guys have discovered something about Filecoin, something about IPFS, came onto these hackathons, built amazing things. And then we really want you to continue moving forward. And we try to enable you to iterate and move on and go through accelerators so that you can actually hit escape velocity and be on your own to gain users, be it like developers or retail users or any sort of clients that your product is built for. The way we work is we co-deliver programs by providing knowledge, networks, and capital. And there's different types of accelerator programs that we have. Some of them are like super focused on certain technologies. For example, this year we had a couple of quite a few Filecoin Virtual Machine related accelerators. And then there's also other Web3 specific accelerators that we are partner on, which are more generic and allow you to explore a variety of themes and not just something that's in the Filecoin ecosystem. And our partners are very carefully selected, and our programs are designed so that you make the best use of your time and end up getting what you really need, depending on at what point you are in your journey as a founder. And yeah, they have all the programs have like super experienced MDs. They have different investment vehicles and partners available. There's a lot of mentors and experts, as well as these are all like focused around Web3 and decentralized networks. So there is a shared ethos no matter which program you go to. And these are run intentionally in the form of cohorts so that you grow with your peers. And some of these might actually end up becoming your first partners or customers. I already saw in the chat a couple of folks saying, I think it was Flubber, we need to talk. So that's great. Like, you know, that is the kind of feeling that you would also get in an accelerator. So far, 289 teams have graduated and have gone on to raise more than $375 million in capital through 36 cohorts and across 25 different partners. Now, how do you become a founder in this network? And what does it look like to be in one, right? So this is what a typical day in the life of a founder who is a part of a cohort at one of our accelerator programs would look like. You start early on as meeting your peers and bonding over the random difficulties that you are facing as you, depending on what point in the journey you are as a founder. You will discover content, both technical as well as non-technical, that is essential to help you along in your journey. You will have access to mentors in one-on-one settings, again, depending on who you really need to speak to. And by the end of the cohort, you would be pitching, you would have a refined pitch for your product, and you would be in a position to actually pitch to VCs and come quite a long way, especially if it's the first time you are getting into the whole startup world. And each of our programs are unique. Some are super technical, focused towards, you know, specifically like developers trying to become entrepreneurs. And some of them are more focused around folks with a more holistic or rounded background and tend to have both technical as well as non-technical mentors, content, etc. And there is an interview process with each of these partners that you actually discover whether you and the accelerator program is a right fit for each other. And they are a gateway to outsized benefits from across the whole of PL network. And this network is all of those companies that I mentioned early on. What do you get in a typical accelerator? Battle-tested curriculum. Like there have been several iterations of these different accelerator programs by different partners already. So the programming is top-notch. They have learned by talking to hundreds of founders what they really need. And they are able to provide privileged access to networks that will help you further your journey and accelerate your journey. These are some examples of what you might find in a curriculum: user identification, business models, branding and marketing support, fundraising support, help finding your product market fit, tokenomics, governance support, community building, etc. Funding, early stage capital into teams on accelerators, how do you find follow-on investment, and other fundraising support, including refining your pitch, access to networks of mentors and founders and investors, expertise across all the other services that don't have to do with the technicality of your product, be it talent, legal, recruiting, etc. Giving visibility through various investor and startup events to your project. These are virtual and also in person. And also, we invite a lot of our founders to speak at these in-person events that we host as a network. And finally, you get access to an invite-only community of founders on Telegram, and you get access to information that will support you in getting more visibility and help that you might need. Now, you should ask yourself a question, whether, is it right for me to go to an accelerator? And how would you try and answer that question? So these are some things you can think about. Feasibility. Is your product feasible? Can it be built? Like, it might have been a fun experiment to build out technically at a hackathon, but is it something that can really be built in a real world scenario and by the team that you have for the hackathon, or do you need to look for other members? Desirability. Yes, say it's feasible, but then does it solve a real world problem that other people care about? And will they use it? Viability. Can it fund future growth? So, okay, after you answer the question whether users care about it or a certain set of users care about it, do investors and people who may potentially fund it care about it? These are the kind of questions you need to ask about your idea and then prepare a pitch for the interview with accelerators. And of course, because it's Web3, community is a big part of the product that you build. So will the venture garner support from different collaborators? And once you have answered these questions, you try and craft your path. And you can look for feedback, right? Be engaged. Once you are in the program, be engaged, be active. There's a lot of resources available, provided you share, what's troubling you or what progress you are making. We are known for making introductions to people, be it any kind of help that you need across all the different areas that I mentioned in the curriculum. And yeah, you have to reach out to us. You have to be active. And even if you have been a shy person so far, Web3 is a very welcome place, and ask for help. Finally, how do you apply to this program? It's super easy. You can either go to softnoise.xyz and /apply, or you can scan this QR code. You'll end up on a Notion page that talks more in detail about all the stuff that I shared. And then there's an apply now button. You can also get it directly from SoftNoise, which takes you to an Airtable form, and it gives you a list of accelerators that are currently sourcing. So you can apply there directly. And if you are onboarded on SoftNoise, we keep sending you notifications of accelerators when they start sourcing. And then you can just use the platform to come and check new cohort sourcing, and interviews keep opening every month. So you can just keep coming in, check and learn more about the accelerators and look for introductions. We are all available to talk on Filecoin Slack and also on Telegram. These are the two accelerators that are currently sourcing, Consensus and Kronos. You will find them on SoftNoise. I will share the links after I finish talking also. And this is our team. And yeah, find us on Filecoin Slack, and we are happy to help you guys. That's all. Thanks so much for listening to me.
Thank you, Nikki. That was really, really helpful for lots of people. I'm sure lots of people in the audience are very interested in doing an accelerator, and it sounds like an amazing opportunity. So thank you so much for sharing. Yeah. Now we are going to keep going because this is taking up a lot of you guys' time, and I'm sure everyone is super, super excited to hear the winners. I know I am, at least. And yeah, I can see already some people in the chat wanting to apply, Nikki, so you did an amazing job presenting that. So now, the moment we've all kind of been waiting for, we are going to announce the winners. Okay, so the first winner we are going to announce, or the first bounty, is actually the LilyPad bounty, who has some great prizes to give out. And we are going to be hearing from Ali from LilyPad, who unfortunately is not able to join us live because she's all the way over in Australia, so the time zones are a bit tricky, but she has sent us a lovely video to show. So hopefully you can hear everything.
Hello all, I'm Ali, and I'm pleased to be here announcing the winners of the LilyPad bounty for the Open Data Hack. We had some really amazing entries to the Open Data Hack, like seriously. I was really impressed with the level of innovation and talent that we saw. We even got some user contributed modules, which was absolutely amazing. We really thank you for that. And we want to thank you for, really participating and helping us to build a better and more robust LilyPad. And that came through asking questions of us in the Slack or in the Discord, or, figuring out how you could use things in a different way, or contributing new modules, or finding some new features and letting us know about that. So we really appreciate you all trying out LilyPad genuinely and building on it. And we hope you enjoyed it as well. So there were so many projects that we wanted to award with the prize that we actually gave out more prizes than was initially scheduled for. But hopefully, you'll see why. So let's get to the actual announcement of the prizes now. So an honorable mention goes to these 5 teams: Saturn Observatory, Tiny Hops, LilyPad JavaScript Wrapper, Obsidian LilyPad, and Lily Latte. All of these projects did an absolutely amazing job. I want to thank the Saturn Observatory team particularly. They integrated a DuckDB module into LilyPad, which was amazing. Tiny Hops as well was a super impressive project that kind of created a minimal job runner for LilyPad, and that's also capable of chaining jobs. So in the future, that will be a seriously useful developer tool for anyone using LilyPad as well. LilyPad JavaScript Wrapper, another amazing dev tool making downstream LilyPad DX easy, providing this JS wrapper. Obsidian LilyPad, which was really cool because it was like a LilyPad Obsidian plugin integration, which I really enjoyed. So I'm going to be interested to see more plugins coming in the future too. There was also Lily Latte, which was a really useful business-orientated project providing these market insights through LLM as well. So congratulations to these 5 teams, $500 each. But big congratulations to the grand prize winner and our runner-up here. Grand prize winner AI Kaplan won because I've long thought that kind of Web3 auditing was a vertical where ML could definitely help. And this project was a security-based ML auditing project that I was super impressed to see, and I hope they want to build it out further and utilize Lilypad and potentially create a new module for Lilypad to enable this kind of security auditing on-chain. So congratulations to AI Kaplan on that one, and also congratulations to Lilypad Hub, who tackled the kind of developer pain point we had of module creation, which is compute jobs in Lilypad, with this project that was really designed to help make it easier. Again, I hope they want to continue with this one and port it over to Lilypad v2 as well. But congratulations, Lilypad Hub, for the effort that you put into solving this pain point. And thank you, Open Data Hackers. I hope to see you all around with the Web3 space soon, or building more in our ecosystem. Talk soon.
Amazing. Thank you so much from Lilypad. And congratulations to all those amazing winners. So applause, share your love in the chat. That was really, really great. And thank you to Ali, even though she's not here, maybe she will be watching our recording. So thank you to her as well. We are now going to move on to the Saturn bounty, who have two big prizes to give out. So we are going to invite Alexander from Saturn to the stage, who will be announcing the winners. So we are just waiting to get Alexander to the stage. Yes, congratulations to everyone who used Lilypad. And please share. If anyone who won a prize is in the audience, please write in the chat and we can congratulate you all. Let's see. I see loads of reactions. Again, I'm loving the reactions. Hi, Alex. How are you?
Hey, Tara. Great to be here. Just 1 second. I'll just get set up and share my screen.
No worries.
There you go. All right. Today I have the proud honor to announce the Saturn Grand Prize winners. And before I get started, just to recap, so what is Saturn? Saturn is the world's fastest Web3 CDN for content addressable data on IPFS and Filecoin. And we've seen a lot of great submissions there that made use of Saturn. Some really, really cool projects, and it was a really hard decision, actually, to decide on the winners here. So our challenge statement for the bounty was to actually build the most impactful application or prototype which leverages the Saturn network and uses the retrieval systems of our distributed CDN. And now we get to the winners of the two grand prizes. And the way that we decided is we split it up into the best project for the supply side for node operators. And here we've got the first winner, and that is the Saturn Observatory, which we have just seen on Lilypad. So Saturn Observatory actually provided extended analytics and transparency to node operators, enabling them to make smarter decisions about where to launch new CDN nodes and maximize actually the profits. So Saturn Observatory queries Saturn APIs to gather data, process them with Lilypad, and accelerates the results with Saturn. Congratulations to Saturn Observatory. And the second winner, which was for the best retrieval prototype, this was AssetsDB. AssetsDB allows users to manage their on-chain game assets like textures and audio and integrate them into target games. AssetsDB could demonstrate how Saturn can accelerate game asset retrievals and updates during gameplay using the Saturn Service Worker. Congratulations to all the teams and to the winners. And that's all from my side.
Thank you, Alexander. Thank you, Saturn. Thank you to everyone who built using Saturn in this hack. And congratulations to the winners. Amazing job. Super, super exciting. Now we have Discordian here, who will be sharing the IPFS Helia winners. Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm well. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. We can see your screen, everything. So we can see your winner as well. So go ahead.
Awesome. Yeah. Hey, everyone. I'm Discordian, and I'm here to present the IPFS Helia Grand Prize winner. And that winner is Obsidian Lilypad by Taylor Hulsmans. Congratulations on your awesome achievement. Obsidian Lilypad can fetch, store, and summarize scientific documents using IPFS, Lilypad, and ChatGPT. I think it's really cool seeing Obsidian working over IPFS, and I really hope to see this project grow in the future. Again, awesome work. It was really cool to look at that project.
Yes, congratulations to Taylor. And I mean, we saw the pitch earlier, so we can all understand why you guys chose to award them this prize. It was a great project. And thank you for joining the stage and announcing.
My pleasure.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, we're swiftly moving on through all these prizes. There's so many to get through. So up next, we are hearing from Consensus Lab, who will be announcing their winners. And that will be Nikki, who will share that with us. Hi, Nikki, again.
Hi again. I'm covering for the judge of IPC, Michael, who couldn't make it. So the IPC prize goes to Little Sisters, and it was selected as the hackathon winner because of the relevant real-life problem selection, the decentralized approach, granting customers significant autonomy from centralized services, and strategic implementation of IPC scaling technology. Like, it was very legit how you guys used IPC, and that's why. So congratulations.
Congratulations to that team, and thank you, Nikki, for announcing the winner. And yes, congratulations again, Little Sister. Again, we saw that pitch. It was really, really good. So congrats, Slavik. And now we are going to move on to our next prize announcement, which will be NFT storage. So we're going to welcome Jenks up next to the stage, who will be announcing the NFT.storage prize winners. So drum roll again, everyone, as we wait for Jenks to join. And share some love for the winning teams in the chat. Let's see if we can get Jenks on the stage. And I think he is joining as we speak. Drum roll again. Thank you. Drum roll. Okay, as we wait, we can go through what the NFT.storage bounty is. So let me just share that with everyone in the meantime. We have the bounty for Storage Wizard. So the best project using data on Filecoin, using storage on ramps. Hi, Jenks, how are you?
I'm great. How are you, Clara?
I'm good. I'm good. Are you excited to announce your winners?
Very excited. I'm also in Australia, but I woke up for this because I'm too excited about this.
Well, sorry for interrupting your sleep, but hopefully we will make it worth it.
No worries. I really sleep on Thursday nights and Friday mornings for US time zones. But it's great. Yeah. So it is my pleasure today to announce the winner of NFT storage or .storage track. We actually expanded the scope to Web3 storage as well. The 4 winners of .storage. So there's about 5,000, I think 500 US dollars prize for each winners. And I've seen a lot of great submissions. So .storage or NFT storage, Web3 .storage is a very, very quick way for developers to use 3-4 lines of code to upload data to IPFS and get persisted on Filecoin. It is used by many hackers, loved by many hackers. And in this hackathon, we received about 42 submissions to this track. Great result. Thank you, everyone, for building to it. So I would like to announce the winners here. There are 4 winners. So first one is IPFS KAN Index, a legal related tool. I love the concept of it. The second one is attestation service called Privseal. The third one is Blockhead. And the last one is Rejuvenate AI. All very good ideas. Thank you very much, hackers.
Thank you. Congratulations, all the teams, and thank you so much, Jenks and NFT.storage, for giving out these amazing prizes, and for thank you, Jenks, for waking up in the middle of the night. I hope you can go back to sleep now and get some good rest.
Thank you.
Thank you. Now let's see, the next person we will be hearing from is Andre. How are you?
Hey, how's it going? I'm great.
All good. All good. We're excited to hear who the Chainlink winners are.
Cool. Yeah, so you should be able to see my screen. So for this hackathon, we had 2 bounties. The first one was for the best usage of Chainlink CCIP, and winners for that bounty are CrossX and AI Data Vault. So congrats, guys. And also we had another bounty for other Chainlink services, including data feeds, VRF, automation, functions, proof of reserve, a bunch of other stuff. So winners for that one are Pandora and our own platform. So congrats, everyone. Great job. And yeah, that'll be it.
Thank you so much, and congrats all the winners. Like before, if any of the winners are in the audience, please comment so we can give you some love there as well. And thank you for joining the stage and announcing your winners, and for participating and sponsoring with these amazing prizes.
The pleasure was mine. Bye, guys.
Bye. See you soon, hopefully. Now, the next person we're going to hear from is actually Omji, who will be joining the stage to announce the LIP P2P winners. Hi, Omji, how are you?
Hi, everyone. I'm super excited to announce the winner of the LIP P2P team. Unfortunately, LIP P2P team couldn't make it today, but so that I take the honor of announcing the winners. How fun is it? So everyone, please make a drum roll. And I just wanted to say that all the project was really amazing to see all the demos. And also we had few hiccups during the finale audio problem or this kind of things, but everyone was so supportive, so nice in the chat. So I'm so touched at how all the community members are supporting each other, building further. And now I'd love to share 2 winners of LIP P2P bounty is drumroll, Draw P2P and Flubber team. Congratulations. Keep building, and very, very exciting. So everyone, congratulations, Flubber team, Draw P2P team. A very, very nice project. We loved it, and we are looking forward to see your next steps. Thank you.
Thank you, Omji, and thank you, LIP P2P. Even though you can join the stage, we are so grateful that you joined this hack, and thank you to everyone who built using LIP P2P in this hack, and congratulations to all the winners again. Now we are going to hear from Dataverse OS. So we are inviting Yash to the stage, who will be announcing their winners. Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you? Am I audible?
I'm good. Yes, we can hear you and see you.
Let me just share my screen. I'll just do the entire screen. No worries.
Yes, go right ahead.
Yes. So, hello everyone. My name's Yash, and I am the developer relations at Dataverse OS. So this Encode hackathon, open data hack, was a really great success, and seeing all of you guys build such cool applications on top of Dataverse. So the basically the prize was just to best use case of Dataverse to build the applications using the App Store and some functions, and we had 4 prizes of $500 each. So the winners for this particular are, let me go over here. Yes. So the first one is the Recipe Agora. Congratulations. They built a decentralized recipe sharing platform that redefines the culinary artistry and community interaction. Then the second one is the Fost. That's the decentralized social media platform like Twitter. They have integrated Sysmo as well for reputation. Then another one is Linkit. So that is like the Web3 Link3 that is managing the personalized links with the file redirect options and control access. And the last one was Libra. That's the, as you have seen the demo as well, really cool by Sean. Decentralized file storage on IPFS for content monetization and community contributions. So yes, thank you everyone and all the best.
Thank you, Dataverse, and thank you, Yash, and congratulations to all the winners. Again, so many amazing projects that were built during this hack, and so many amazing prizes being handed out as well today. So thank you, Yash, once again.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay, we're moving on now to the Tableland bounty, who is giving out 3 prizes, or actually 2 prizes and then a pool prize. So there'll be loads of winners this time. So we are going to try and get Dan to the stage from Tableland to announce all of the winners. The bounty was best integration with Tableland. So best usage of Tableland with the prize focus on DataSec/index with write access permissions to allow external collaborators. Hi, Dan. How are you?
Hey, what's up? Good. Thanks for letting me join.
Thank you for joining, and apologies for a very technically difficult finale event, but you seem to have joined perfectly fine, so that's great.
Yep, made it.
You made it.
Yeah, so we had those bounties. We actually extended it to reward even a 3rd place, just because there was 3 like really strong projects. So yeah, our Tableland decentralized database lets you create and write to tables using EVM chains, read it off chain. So it's just like nice on-chain, off-chain separation. So a lot of different use cases that you can build with that. We're really focusing on projects that were data oriented, building data sets, indexes, considering things like compute over data. So with that said, we have a 1st, 2nd, 3rd place prize, and then we also have a pool prize. There were 17 projects in the pool, so I won't go out and list those, but 1st place was Datacoin, 2nd place was 3D Prints Near Me, and 3rd place was Tableland Attestation Service. So Datacoin, 3D Print Near Me, TAS, and really there are a ton of great projects, but since we're a little bit over time, I'll keep it brief, and really just appreciated everyone that built on Tableland throughout the past few weeks.
Thank you so much. And yes, there are almost too many projects to go through that were so good. So it's taking a bit longer than expected. But thank you, everyone, for keeping with us. And thank you, Dan, for joining the stage and announcing your winners.
Of course.
Thank you. Okay, and now we are going to hear from Nandit and Ravish from Lighthouse, who will be handing out their prizes. They had 2 bounties and 3 prizes in total. Hi, Nandit, how are you?
Yeah, doing good. How are you doing? And hey, everyone.
All good, all good. Are
Cool.
you?
So I'll share my screen and then get started.
Sounds good.
Yeah, hopefully you can see my screen. And first of all, congratulations to everyone who built. With Lighthouse, we saw 42 projects, which is like amazing and then overwhelming at the same time, especially when we have to decide winners. But yeah, for us, just as an intro for those who don't know about Lighthouse, we're building perpetual storage on top of Filecoin and making sure that if you want to use IPFS and Filecoin, Lighthouse is the best position tool for developers to not just build programmable dApps on FVM, but also do encryption, access control, and anything that you need to make your project a success. So with that, let's get started with the winners. So we had 2 categories. The first one is best use of Lighthouse with FVM. So initially it was a $1,000 prize, but we had to split between 2 projects because it was very tough to choose. So the first project is Recipe Agora. They built like a very interesting and fun use case of using recipes to explain perpetual storage and using our RAS service as well, which was super amazing. Loved the simplicity there. And then the second winner of this track is Storage Charger. So they also, I love that the project was quite technically advanced, and then they were able to use all the functionalities. And interestingly, the part where they incentivized RAS workers, I think that was super amazing, and our team loved it. And then on to the second category, which is best use of Lighthouse access control, of again like $500 each. We have first project as Filecoin Lighthouse File Explorer, quite a big name, but then their team created a very interesting browser extension and then used all interesting functionalities, including access control and encryption, and then quite full-fledged application that can be used right away. And the second one is TAS, which is Table and Attestation Service, and loved their on-chain attestation concept and how they not just even use RAS, but also encryption and access control as well. But yeah, with that being said, I would love to hear from all of you who built on Lighthouse. Maybe scan this QR code or reach out to me on Telegram and Twitter and fill up this form. And we are also hiring, so if you are also interested, then fill up your details in this QR code scanning as well. But yeah, thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Nandit. And thank you to everyone who built using Lighthouse for 2 projects. Is really, really amazing. So we're super, super happy with that. Now we are going to hear from Justin from Mona, who also has some really, really cool prizes to hand out. So we're just getting ready to get him on the stage right now. And in the meantime, everyone, please share what your favorite thing that you've learned during this hack has been. That can be just that you met a cool new teammate to collaborate with, or if you discovered a new feature, or any type of new tech. Hi, Justin, how are you?
Hey, what's up? How are you? Good to see you. Good to see you.
Good to see you as well. Are you ready to announce your winners?
I am ready. Can you see my screen?
Yes, looks great.
Okay. Well, first of all, thank you so much, Encode. Thank you so much to all of the amazing hackers and devs here. We had a number of really amazing projects using our open metaverse tooling, and we're really, really thrilled to announce the winners here. So first up, we have World Tree, created by the amazing Johnny Ostrom. World Tree offers a new world map of Mona spaces for users to explore and identify with their friends. Johnny wins $1,500 for creating this incredible visualization of what are now thousands of immersive spaces that are all uploaded to IPFS and viewable on Monaverse. So congratulations, Johnny. Loved World Tree. Next up, we have Mona Aid, created by Gundeep Bamra. Mona Aid utilizes OpenAI as a chatbot to ask features about the 3D model of a space. For example, houses. This, we were just blown away by this submission. Really incredible work, Gundeep. You've won $1,500 as part of the bounty as well. And so thrilled to see your work. Thank you so much. And then last but not least, we have Web Server, created by Pratik. Web Server is a prototype of 2 Mona scenes passing information to each other via a web server. Pratik, you've won $500 in this bounty, and again, really incredible work. It was so thrilling to see all the work that you all submitted, and what's just another big step forward for building out the open metaverse. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Justin, and congrats to all the winners. Again, I love it. There's so many winners, and this hackathon is so great. And we had so many amazing projects. So hopefully I'll see you soon again, Justin. Thanks once again. Bye. Now we are moving on. We're almost there, guys. We are announcing the Huddle bounties. So we are inviting Ramit and Daria from Huddle to the stage. And we are just, there we go. Hi, Ramit, how are you?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
Oh, good.
yeah, share my screen and then we can start. Yeah, so before we start, a bit about Hurdle 1. So at Hurdle 1, we are aiming to build up people-to-power communication, what it really implies. So all your audio-video interactions, real-time communication, would be able to be processed through a people-power network. So people hosting their nodes, and then we, all the video communication routing through that. At the moment, we have our SDKs in place, which people have built in this hackathon to build use cases around audio conferencing, video chat, or we also have our iframes, which makes it super easy to embed it in your website and then leverage the power of real-time communication out of the box. We do have our platform. One is a website platform on mobile app. So yeah, feel free to check out at hurdleoven.com. You would be love to see our SDKs and platform. Moving on to the winners. So these are the two winners which we have chosen for this hackathon. First is a Rejuvenate AI. So what they built was a use case around telehealth, where people can interact with the doctors and connect over a one-to-one call. What we liked was the implementation, and we do feel like privacy-centric SDKs of Hurdle 1 are a good a good foot in these use cases, because in telehealth we want that people are feel free to communicate how they feel with the doctor. Second one is a RizDocs. So RizDocs is about a DAO where people come together and they put up a grant for a DAO that they would want for a doc that they would want to write. And we do I think personally in the Web3 there has been not much pretty good docs documentation present for some of the protocols or some of the niche use cases. So if we have a crowdsourced place where people come together and build docs which are more readable and more easy to understand, so that's why we chosen this project. Thank you for listening. Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming and joining the stage. Thank you for giving out these amazing prizes. And hopefully we will see you again very soon. And congratulations to the Huddle winners. Again, big round of applause. And now, guys, we have made it to the FVM bounty. So some amazing prizes here. Obviously the title sponsors, this is really, really exciting. So drum roll again, everyone. We are inviting Sarah to the stage. Hi, Sarah, how are you?
Hey, hi everyone. Thanks so much for building with FVM. We had so many submissions. We had about 76 in total, which was amazing. We have also been telling the Encode team, this is our first time directly interfacing with the Encode developer community, and the caliber of projects that we've seen are insane. So much higher than a lot of the other projects that we've seen. Amazing engagement, amazing feedback from developers. I think everyone really knows and can get a very good understanding of how FVM works, both for programmatic storage as well as to allow for programmability on Filecoin with many other partners and integrations that we've seen with the other bounties too. So really a one-stop place for seeing all the beautiful different integrations come together in a adapt. It was really hard to decide on the prizes, but I will now announce the winners from the pool prize and then followed by the grand prize for FVM. But again, super high caliber. Even if you didn't win a prize, we are super impressed with a lot of the projects, and we'll be reaching out and hoping that you continue building with us. Yeah, so should I share my screen?
Yes, go right ahead. Yes, so thank you to everyone who participated. Honestly, we saw so many amazing projects. So even if you submitted and you didn't want anything, you should feel super proud of yourself. And we've all noticed you. We've all seen your hard work that you've put into it.
Okay, so my screen's all good?
Yes, all good.
Great. Cool. So we're going to talk about pool prize first. These are the 9 projects that have won in the pool prize. Recyclers DAO, RizDocs, PaperStack, these are amazing examples of using a data DAO. So we've seen you guys use the data DAO starter kit, so glad that was helpful. We've also built really useful use cases around them that we really think can be used in the community too. So very excited to see those integrations there. We had SetStream and FVM retrieval, great use of FVM together with Saturn for retrieval incentives and to enable better retrieval of data once it's been stored onto Filecoin. So amazing projects there as well. And of course, a shout out to TAS, Spectra DAO, IPFS Sure, as well as Web3 Block Creator. These are all really useful tools that they have used FVM to create like an L2 solution to allow for other developers to use or other users to use these toolings based off on FVM. So very innovative use cases. We've seen actually pretty impactful solutions here. So congratulations to all our pool prize winners. They'll be splitting the 5,500 total pool prize. Yeah. And then I'll be moving on to drumroll. And I don't know if you guys saw the flash of the screen earlier, but here are our grand prize winners. So these will be Storage Charger, DataX, and 3D Print Near Me. These projects have all used FVM in really creative ways, not just FVM alone, but FVM together with Lilypad, together with Tableland, and then mostly focused around storage. We've seen a very nice execution. The app works really well. The UI is beautiful, as well as it's an impactful solution. So for Storage Charger, that is, especially with the reputation for storage providers on the Filecoin network and having the green score for reputations as well, I think that was a really thoughtful use case. DataX with publishing data sets into a marketplace that can be easily accessed by different users and managed across a DAO. I think that was super useful as well. And then 3D Print Near Me, we were very excited to see that there was also a compute element where you could compute the price for your 3D artwork that is going to be then printed out all in the one-stop portal on the 3D Print Near Me platform. So that was a really interesting use case too. So congratulations to all the grand prize winners as well as our pool prize winners for FVM.
Yes, congratulations, everyone. Amazing project, amazing bounties. Thank you, Sarah, for joining the stage and for thank you. And yeah, like everyone is saying in the chat, honestly, great jobs, everyone. We can tell that you guys put so much effort into all of your projects. Congrats all the winners, but also congrats everyone who submitted something but didn't win. You also did an amazing job. There were honestly, it was so many amazing projects. It was very difficult to choose winners. And also, even if you didn't even submit, but you just came, you watched a few things, you're here watching the finale, you're showing support to everyone in the community. Thank you guys so much. And well done. So yeah, again, congratulations, everyone. For the final thing we are going to do, we're almost there, guys. There's one final thing I'm going to ask you, is we are going to take a group photo. So we are just going to invite loads and loads of people to the stage. So everyone who pitched today, if you are still hanging in there with us, then you can join the stage now. And we are just going to, hey Nick, how are you?
Everything fine. I'm alone.
You're alone. We can take a nice photo, just you and me. Congratulations for winning. Then we have Taylor as well. Great. People are joining. I love that you guys stuck it out throughout the whole time. Sorry for taking way longer than it should have, but there was just so many good things to go through. How are you guys feeling?
Great experience.
Great. And well done on your pitches. Are you guys glad that it's over? You've done all your hard work. Now you can relax and just enjoy the wins.
Hey, time to celebrate.
It definitely is. Yes. Okay, so let's see if we can get some more people up on the stage. And then we are just going to take a really nice group photo. And if it is okay with all of you guys, we'll just share it everywhere on Twitter. So make sure you give your best camera face. Hopefully you've been practicing just as much as you practiced at your pitch. Okay, so there are some people who don't have their camera on, but that's okay. We can obviously still see your project names at least. So it happens. We are also going to get some Encode people up on the stage. And there we have Angela and Omji from the Encode team, who have been helping us not just during this finale, but obviously all throughout the hack and made everything possible. And let's see if we can get some more people up before we take our photo. And Sarah, hi Sarah again. Yasin. Amazing. Finally, I'm not on my own on the stage anymore. It feels great.
Nice.
Okay, so everyone, thank you so much once again for all your amazing pitches. Thank you, everyone who stayed tuned. Congrats, all the winners. And I'll see you guys soon, hopefully. Bye, guys.